Oh, all right. So we had a pretty good source here from our undulating sphere. But let's make a different one. Let's make one with the pig head. So make another geometry node. I'm just going to say pig. And let's drop down said pig head. And I figure let's use this like a fountain. Like it's like a statue of a pig head and it's going to have water pouring out of his mouth. That's just it's a fun thing to do. It'll introduce some collisions and we'll move the pig head around too so that the source itself is moving around. And it'll just be funny to look at, let's be honest. Okay, so first things first, let's pry his mouth open. So I'm going to go and say press S for selection mode, press 2 for point selection mode. And you can always press selection and just navigate to points here if that doesn't work for you. Click on one of these points to start. What I want to do is get this whole edge loop around his snout here. So skip this point, go right to the next one so that we're effectively telling Houdini to go in this line. Hold the A button down and then middle click. And you can see we get a ring around his nose. Cool. So with those points selected, press tab and type soft transform and press return. And you can see it will transfer all those points into here and put a pivot kind of right there, right in the center of the points that we selected. So bring the soft radius up to 1. And now I would say let us move it up. So let's move it up a good deal and rotate it. So as we move up, just kind of, you can see if we just moved it up, you know, it's like, weird. But if we rotate it also, it kind of comes back to being not so bad. But let's do it a little bit at a time. So anyway, rotate it, move it up. I'm going to say maybe rotate it around. No, that's pretty close. Let's do something like that. Let's round these numbers off. So this becomes -20. This becomes 0.3. And let's just see. It looks like everything else is basically 0. So there you go. So his mouth is open a little bit more. And now let's do it again. So S2, select these points here. Press tab and say soft transform. And we make another one. Same thing. Bring that up and same thing. Let's rotate this down and bring him down. Something like that. And again, we can rotate or kind of do these off here. Whoa, what am I doing? Ah. Something like that. You know, it's just up to you, of course. Maybe 10 is probably better. Totally arbitrary. Bring this down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I just imagine, again, having enough clearance, because I want a lot of water to come out of here. So that's pretty good. So there's our pig doing that, and then we'll just make a null and say that this is the out. Cool. So that's looking good.